Sunday, January the 15th, 2017, about 8 or 7 a.m. And this is DelrayVAWeather.com. I want to do a short video to look at how the various models performed in the winter storm that we had yesterday, Saturday, January the 14th, 2017. And it's kind of interesting. What I'm going to show you is the output of a program called BuffKit, which was developed by the National Weather Service office in Buffalo, New York, a number of years ago. And what it allows you to do is take various model data and look at what they are predicting for a single point on the globe. What I have set up here is the data from the models for Washington Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. And so it's going to be looking at a very a point on the globe and what the models predict for the weather for that point. And for any of you who are following me on Twitter, you know what I'm trying to do in my weather analysis is to do hyper-local weather, trying to take model data and predict what the weather will be basically for Alexandria, Virginia, which is just south of Reagan National Airport, to see if the model data can actually do accurate predictions for a very small area, actually areas that can be smaller than the grid dimensions of these models. Okay, so let's get to what my analysis this morning is. Okay, what I have up here is, first of all, for the GFS, that's Global Forecasting System, the American model. And this is the upgraded model. They did an upgrade a few months back, and so it's the latest version of the GFS. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a point, a model projection that was back about 72 hours from the beginning of the winter event on Saturday. That's what I've done there. Now let's go switch to the overview, and we can see what the model was predicting. This is the Saturday area right here. You can see on the bottom, SA. So this is Saturday morning. This is Saturday evening. And let me reduce the dimensions here so we can see more what's going on. Okay, so what the GFS 72 hours out was predicting was that we were going to have significant sleeting in the morning, and then sort of a rainy day the rest of the day and into Sunday. It's actually showing we would have rain, and most of the rain would fall in Sunday. That's not what has happened. And what basically has occurred is we had a small quantity of sleet Saturday morning. And then pretty much we had a rain all day. And then at the end of Saturday, we had a much heavier rain. So this basically pushed it off into Sunday morning. It was actually early Saturday evening, about before 9 p.m. on Saturday, that we got the bulk of the rain. But as you can see, there was no freezing rain indicated here. And if we move the precipitation accumulation down a little bit so we can see what the total amount would have been, it's actually showing that we should have gotten about 7 or 8/10 of an inch of precipitation into Sunday morning. In fact, Saturday we got 0.37 inches of rain, not quite even 4/10 of an inch. So it greatly overestimated the amount of precipitation that we got. Okay, so let's switch to the next model I want to show you. This is a North American model. This is the broader resolution. It's I think 32 kilometer grids on this version of it, and we need to select. Let me use my cheat sheet, we need to select out about 30 hours. That's about as far out as we can go with the North American model, because it doesn't go out very far. Okay, this is the overview for about 30 hours out from the beginning of the event. And let me increase this so we get a little more resolution on what is occurring here. Okay, what the North American Model 32KM version was saying is that we were going to get only snow for Saturday. No rain, no sleet, even into Saturday. And if we sum up what this was predicting about a tenth of an inch of snow. Clearly, totally wrong, even though it was only 30 hours out from the event. Okay. So let's switch to the next version. This is the NAM4km, the high resolution NAM. And in this case, let me go ahead and select the data. This is also going to be about 30 hours out. Let's see where we can find this. 1212 right here. Okay. And we're going to switch to the overview. Okay, this is what we're showing with the NAM4K KM for Reagan National Airport, saying a lot of snow, a little sleet, very little rain through Saturday. And it does have it extending into Saturday evening. If we sum up the amount of snow it was predicting, it was saying about 5/10 of an inch. Now we're talking about, again, Reagan National Airport. We're not talking about Dulles, or we're not talking about Richmond, Virginia, or any area out from this area. We're talking about what the model is predicting for just Washington Reagan National Airport. Well, Washington Reagan National Airport got no snow, only probably a trace of sleet, and so again, this model, even at its fairly close, about 30 hours away from the beginning of the event, was basically a bust. Even though this is a high resolution model, its accuracy at a point on the globe should be better. It simply was not, and so it shows that these models do indeed have some problems, even near the event. Okay, let's do the HRRR now. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. And because it only goes out 18 hours, we're going to have to limit our extent to about 12 hours from the beginning of the event. And so let's see, we need 20. Let me see where 20 is. There's 20. Okay, an overview again. And what we see here is it's predicting 12 hours out from the beginning of the event. Mostly sleet with a little bit of rain. Again, that is not correct. It was mostly rain with a little bit of sleet. Okay, so that's really what we have here. It shows that even in the range that most meteorologists think the models are fairly accurate, they really aren't. They really have some problems with determining the amount and even the timing of the whatever precipitation is occurring. Okay, that's all I have. I'll wrap it up here. If you have any questions about this video, just give me a tweet at PatPend, that's PATPEND, and I'll try and answer them. Thanks a lot.